stirring in the depths under the Slovenian countryside, in a cave system hundreds of feet below the surface. A strange pale dragon is carefully nursing her valuable clutch of eggs. The Olm or Proteus is an ancient salamander found in the Postojnska caves in Slovenia, which may only reproduce as little as once a decade, making any clutch of eggs a rare event. They are blind, slow-moving, grow to around 11.8 inches long, 30 centimeters, and can live up to 100 years. But despite their inability to see, they hunt their prey, small crabs, snails and insects, in the waters of caves using well-developed sensory organs. The rare animals are the only cave-dwelling vertebrates in Europe. They have evolved specifically to their subterranean environment over millions of years, so much so that they are particularly vulnerable to changes in the temperature and quality of water in the cave. Experts believe that, of the estimated 55 eggs laid so far in an aquarium in the cave, only a handful are expected to survive. Right now it looks like 3 are good candidates, said Saso Wet, one of 2 biologists working in the post in a cave. Wet told BBC News, she started laying eggs on January 30th. She is still laying 1 or 2 eggs per day, and they need something like 120 days till they hatch. Another member of the team, Primoz Nezda, said this is very cool, it is quite extraordinary. But also, we are quite scared that something will go wrong, because the eggs are very sensitive. The researchers are using infrared cameras to film the female and her eggs, which have been carefully laid under a rock, without disturbing them. While the 2 biologists visit the caves 3 times a day to keep records of the development, visitors are able to see any developments on a dedicated screen streaming the video. The earliest historical records of the Olm comes from the late 1600s, and speaks of people discovering the pale creature after it was washed out of the caves by heavy rains. Those who found them believed them to be the developing young of dragons living deep within the earth. In summer of 2013, one of the cave's 2 females laid eggs in the aquarium, which was the first time on record the resident biologist had witnessed the ancient creatures lay eggs. However, none of the eggs hatched and a number of them became dinner for other Olms and smaller creatures living in the aquarium. According to the biologists, the creatures can smell whether the eggs are still alive or not. As food is so scarce in the subterranean environment, any eggs become an easy food source. This time around the team aren't taking any chances, and have reportedly removed other Olms from the tank to give the eggs the best possible chance of making it. In a blog post last week the team wrote, "Unfortunately, an interest in eggs has not been shown only by the day visitors to the cave, but also by other cave inhabitants, cave amphipods, small crustaceans, which see Olm eggs as one of the most special treats, so they persistently try getting hold of them. This has brought out the Olm's incredible, almost supernatural abilities and a moving maternal instinct. Despite her lack of vision, the Olm has, so far, successfully scared away all the subterranean intruders. We are keeping our fingers crossed for the dragon mom to make it." The team at the cave stated it remains unclear how long the eggs may take to hatch. At a water temperature of 11 degrees Celsius, 51.8 degrees Fahrenheit, the development process is expected to take 120 days. But in the cave's cooler 9 degrees Celsius, 48.2 degrees Fahrenheit, waters, it is expected to take a little longer. So it may be a while before any baby dragons emerge.